Picture this. You're walking across campus, or maybe waiting for your next class to start, and you see her. For exactly 1 second, everything feels incredibly simple. Your brain says, okay, cool, I'll just go over there and talk to her. But a split second later, you completely freeze. A flood of questions hits you out of nowhere. What do I actually say? Is hi too boring? What if she's busy? What if my voice cracks? Suddenly, the most normal action in the world feels like a massive, impossible task. Now, if your best buddy walked into that exact same room, you would walk right up and instantly start talking to him. You wouldn't rehearse your opening line, and you definitely wouldn't sweat over it. If you can talk to your friends, you have the social skills you need. This specific silence is a situational glitch, triggered by the setting rather than a lack of ability. Thousands of years ago, if ancient ancestors were harshly rejected by the tribe, their brains triggered a physical alarm. In a primitive world, being forced into the wild equaled a threat to life. Today, anticipating an awkward conversation activates that exact same survival alarm. Your brain tries to protect you by overanalyzing everything to make sure you don't make a mistake. It attempts to calculate every possible outcome at once, and eventually, the system crashes. You freeze. Moving past this means shifting our focus. Instead of searching for the right words, we need to look at how to quiet that evolutionary alarm. You'll often find advice online telling you to memorize specific alpha scripts or pickup lines. In reality, those belong in the trash. When your heart is pounding, you feel the pressure of performing those lines correctly. That internal tension makes the delivery feel stiff and awkward, regardless of the words you use. Before you take a single step toward her, try an internal pause. Take one deep physical breath and focus on letting your shoulders drop. Use that second to remind yourself, I am not going over there to get a date. I am just going over there to say words to another human being. Dropping that physical pressure creates a more relaxed energy. When you feel safe, the conversation tends to follow that lead. Once you start talking, you might feel an instinct to carry the conversation on your back. You'll actually find it more effective to think less and say less. If your mind goes blank, stop trying to force a brand new topic. Instead, just react to the immediate environment or the last thing she said. If she says she's looking for a psychology textbook, your brain might scramble for a clever joke. Instead, just respond to the information. You could say, psychology is a heavy topic for a Tuesday. What's the specific focus? Real conversations are built on simple, genuine responses. They are usually messy and unplanned, rather than a series of perfectly executed lines. Even when you're relaxed, the words will occasionally run out. Awkward silences are a normal part of talking to people. Confident guys don't necessarily have more to say, they just don't panic when the conversation stalls. They choose to call out the silence. If you feel that heavy pause, just be honest. Smile, take a breath, and say, I'm gonna be honest, my mind just went blank because I'm actually a little nervous right now. Admitting that helps drop the tension. You've stopped trying to impress her and offered a raw human moment instead. 9 times out of 10, she will laugh and start helping you carry the conversation forward. It turns a point of failure into a moment of connection. Ultimately, this process is about how you manage your own internal doubt. It's an internal shift in your perspective, rather than an attempt to control her reaction. By recognizing the evolutionary glitch for what it is, you can stop performing and start focusing on a genuine connection. But there is a catch. Learning how to keep a conversation going is only useful if you can actually get your feet to move toward her in the first place. Taking those first physical steps is where most guys get stuck. To handle that, you need to master the art of the approach.